Hi, I'm Mel,
And I'm Janelle.
and this is the Murder Mamas.
Hello.
Oh, um, so last episode we did, the crash, got us a lot of attention, which was really cool. So I'm thinking we're gonna do a little bit of like Evil Lives Here, which we've been doing, and then maybe do when a new Netflix documentary comes out, we'll do it then, like right away, kind of thing. Does
Be
that sound
more,
okay?
be more with the
Yeah, with
times.
the times, because obviously the crash was really popular, and that's why we got more views, I think, because of that
It's
actual.
current.
Yeah,
It's
it's
like a
current.
pop
Yes,
culture
I don't know
moment.
what I'm trying to say.
Do you ever? Do you ever?
No. Okay, so today we're going to speak about Evil Lives Here, season 5, episode 1. You know my brother's name,
Yes, we did.
and I was like, yes, I do know your brother's name just by reading that.
It took about 2 seconds
Yeah.
for me to know her brother's name.
Yes.
Actually, one of the first things the woman on the screen, whose name is Karen, says is, "The haunting of John's crimes will never go away."
No.
And the second she said John, I said, "That's him."
Well,
Actually, the picture.
Yeah, I was like, the
I was
picture
like,
gave it away.
okay, well, that's Pogo.
Yeah. So, uh, I know we've done this case and I know everybody's done this case, but I just wanted to learn from a new perspective. And this is about Karen as his sister. And they were really close growing up. She called him her protector.
Yeah.
They were really good friends. Like they were friends when they were little, and then they bonded when they grew older.
Yeah, she talks in great depth about how they had like kind of a unique childhood. And because she was the youngest and John was her older brother, that her mom would always be like, "You need to take Karen.
Yeah.
Like you need to protect Karen." And he was
He did.
very serious about it.
Yeah.
Like he did. And they were very, very close growing up and had a really strong bond.
Yeah.
And she does state too that she never saw his evil side.
No, which is weird.
I think someone like him is very good at compartmentalizing those two pieces of them.
Right.
And I think a lot about like the more prolific serial killers, like let's think of the Israel.
Israel Keith.
Yeah, like he was a great family man and he was a wonderful devoted dad. Like they have these ideas of like who they are and then like what they do, and it almost seems like those are two separate people.
Right.
It's like two separate people in the same body.
Right.
You know?
I get that. What I was thinking is like there was no, like he was so protective and so kind and so nice to his sister. Like there was nothing there to build up to thinking maybe that there would be something wrong.
Yeah.
Like you always see something like, like looking back, they're always like, well, if we would have looked harder.
I think she does talk a little bit about that later.
She does.
But like, it wasn't like he was murdering the neighborhood cats or like doing those stereotypical things.
Nothing like that.
That are commonly seen in, I mean, not that she knows of, right?
No.
That are commonly seen in people who are serial killers.
Yeah.
Then she tells us a little bit about who John was growing up. And she mentions that he wasn't really like the other boys in the neighborhood. In regard to like sports. So he didn't play football or basketball or baseball or do any of those things. He just wasn't very like masculine.
Yeah.
And he liked to do things like plant herbs and flowers and to bake and to cook.
Bake. And I was like, if I walked into my kid baking me a cake, I would be like, hell yeah. Like, what?
Yeah.
That would be the most exciting thing for me if that happened. Or if they always are like, let me cook dinner. I'd be like, what? Tell me more.
Yeah. So he enjoyed those things over sports, which is fine to me.
I don't know why it wouldn't be.
But John's father would beat him for not being manly enough.
Yeah.
And Karen talks a lot about how like his dad would get home drunk and they would never know how hard this beating would be.
Right.
And that John never fought back. she calls it like he was a punching bag.
Yeah.
He would just stand there and take the rage and just like accept it.
Yeah.
And then after those instances, he would go to his room, close the door, and not talk to anyone.
Yeah.
And so she doesn't know what was going on.
Okay.
She doesn't know what was going on in his room, but that's how he behaved after every single one of them.
Yeah. So I'm assuming his sisters didn't get beat. Was it just him?
It
kind of. They didn't
sound like that. It seemed like it was just him.
Because his girls were fine being girls. It was John that was supposedly doing girly things. That's why he got
wonder,
mad.
like, had Karen been a tomboy, would that have been an issue?
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, probably not.
Probably not. So he did get beaten a lot, and that's a lot.
Well, I think it's more so like not even just getting beaten, right? Like we all know the subtext here, right?
Yeah.
Is that it's not okay for him to be feminine.
Yeah.
Or to have less manly, masculine traits.
Right.
And I think a lot of this is like homophobia.
Yeah.
Like his dad was very homophobic.
Yeah.
And so John's internalizing a lot of that.
Yeah.
And it's also the day and age, right? This is like forever ago.
Yeah.
I don't even know
like the 60s, I think.
No, because he was arrested in 78.
Oh, 78. Okay.
So this is when he was growing up, and so it's
maybe he was born
the 50s, maybe even earlier than that. It doesn't say when he was born or when. That's my one big gripe with this. It doesn't give like a timeline.
Yeah.
Until you get to like their conviction.
Right.
And I'm like, I actually would love to be able to understand.
Yeah.
Like how old he was when he was getting beat. Was he 7? Was he 10? Was he 15? Like what age?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But anyways,
yeah.
I digress.
So John didn't like to clean his room or like anything. So he would pay Karen, I don't know, like just a little thing to do his laundry, you know.
She specifically talks about how he doesn't like changing sheets.
Yeah. And then she was like, and I changed his sheets. And then she found a strange discovery one day. There was a pair of clean silk women's underwear in his bedding.
Yeah.
And that's his sister finding, you know, like if it was his mom, it'd be one thing.
Because like, where did you even get that?
Yeah. Was that his mom's or did he, like, how do we know?
They didn't say,
right?
They didn't really elaborate, but she says like, she goes to her mom and she's like, hey, I found this thing. And her mom's like, oh yeah, no, he likes to rub his fingers on that. And I'm like, I get that. Like,
okay, then get a handkerchief.
Silk feels nice.
Silk feels nice. It doesn't need to be women's underwear. Or get a pair of boxers and rub it. Like, I don't know. I think it's just the item that it was. I was like, I understand the silk thing. I get that. It is soft and like.
Well, it had to be his mom's.
Yeah. I would think so.
Like, I guess we could try and like Google and see if that information is available.
Yeah.
But the mom excused it and she tells Karen, like, don't tell your dad.
Right.
And so she doesn't. And
you didn't find that weird? Like, I would find that weird.
I mean, I do find that a little bit weird.
I would get him a towel, a silk towel, like something else if he needed that.
I mean, again, like we have to think in the context of when this is taking place.
Yeah.
Right. Like his mom can't own a house by herself.
Right.
She can't have a credit card or like
you don't want anything getting out.
She's not financially secure or independent at all.
Yeah.
You know, so like, society's not equal. It's not what it is today.
Right.
But then Karen says that John and his mom are extremely close. Like they had a really tight bond.
Yeah. Which is like another thing. Like he's got a tight bond with his sister and his mom, which is amazing.
Yeah.
So like,
I mean, what's wrong with being close with your son?
Yeah.
That's weird.
I don't think so either.
I mean, like, there's a line.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't be like a weird boy mom. Like
no.
One lady online right now who's, have you seen any of that stuff?
What?
She's like, going viral for being like real creepy about her kids, her
No, I
sons.
haven't.
Girl,
Oh,
why are you saying you're not as hot as the person your 12-year-old is texting?
oh my God, what?
Or that they're not even hotter than you? Like, it's fucking weird.
That is
It's
weird.
a lot of weird shit. I'm like, you give all moms of boys a bad name. Because
Yeah.
that's not me. Anyways,
Yep. At 17, John suddenly disappears.
because he has an argument with his dad, he goes to work and he does not return.
Right. And his mom said that wasn't unusual. Like sometimes he would run away, but he was gone for 3 months.
Yeah, his family didn't know where he was.
Yeah.
For 3 months.
3 months. And he was still in high school. Like,
and then they find out that he somehow ended up in Vegas working in a mortuary.
yeah.
I'm just going to say it. It is a valuable part of our society.
Oh, yeah. Someone's got to do it.
But I think it takes a special breed of person
Sure.
to do it.
Oh, for sure.
And it's not someone that's me.
No. No.
That was me being nicer than I wanted to.
Right.
I didn't want to make anybody mad.
No, because it's a job and you got to do it. And thank you for doing it.
Yeah. So then Karen says that he stayed there for a few additional months after that,
Right.
too. And then finally comes home.
Mm-hmm.
And when he gets home, Karen sensed something had changed.
Yeah, he came home different. She said he was distant, aloof. Yeah.
Completely different than like who he was before.
Yeah.
He had kind of just like closed himself off.
Yeah.
And was no longer close with Karen. So he wasn't like, hey, let's go grab a pizza together. Let's do all these things. They were just siblings.
Yeah.
Like they were no longer friends.
No. Which is, that's too bad.
Yeah.
So as John and Karen got older, she began to see a frightening new side of.
So Karen recruited her fiance and brother to help a family member move. It was their uncle.
Their uncle, yeah.
And Karen's fiance, Ron, had made a joke about their mom. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know what the actual joke was, but it was something like, that's what your mom would do.
Right. Not anything like, I don't know. I wouldn't even think twice about it.
It was like very in jest.
Yeah.
And John had like a switch flip.
Yeah.
He loses it. He's so irate.
Yeah.
He's trying to hit her fiance.
Yeah.
And he's like punching the car and just like, don't talk about my mom like that.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Yeah, I get it, but
Pop off protective. But like,
you're a grown up, so
that's too much. That's too much.
Yeah, it's too much.
So then that is like where Karen's like, what the hell? Like, that's not who you are. That's not who you've ever been.
Right.
Like, you've never tried to fight someone.
No.
What is going on?
Yeah.
And then John meets his first wife, Mary, the way she said her name, Marilyn.
Oh, yeah, I have Marilyn.
It was like Mary Lynn, but the way she said it was just funny to me. And he has 2 kids with her.
Yeah.
A boy and a girl.
And he was proud that he was a father.
Yeah.
He liked it.
She said that John seemed settled.
Yeah.
And was like very happy in this new chapter in his life. They moved to Iowa and he's seemingly doing well.
Yeah.
Until.
Fuck me.
You want to do it?
But then Karen received a call with shocking news. She gets a call that says John was arrested for sodomizing 2 boys. What? What? And the judge said because of the age of the victims, he was going to sentence him to 10 years. Okay, so that came out of nowhere.
I
like, that's what I'm saying. Like, was there any sexual tension when he was growing up? Anything, like, was he attracted to boys? Is that, I mean, he married, but
that doesn't mean anything.
No, I know. So I don't know. But that's just out of, like, that's totally random for her. She was like, what the fuck just happened?
No, I know. I was like listening to her talk about this and I'm like, that would be like,
yeah,
if randomly someone called me and was like, hey, your brother's going to jail for 10 years for sodomizing boys. I was like,
excuse me?
what?
Yeah.
Like,
no.
What?
Yeah.
But then what I thought was crazy that she explains is that he never admitted to the sodomy. He like basically says it was like political and that he had showed these kids some pornographic movie, but like was doing part of a ritual or something for this group he was a part of. And he just was like, I'm not at fault.
Yeah.
And
the
he
job
also
was
said
to bring men to the parties with booze and porn. That's what his job was to do.
Which sounds fake.
Yeah.
Just saying. He also said, like, he was not a homosexual.
Right.
And Karen and her mom end up believing him. So he was a very manipulative person.
Very.
And then John ends up getting paroled after 18 months.
18 months.
A year and a half. And he's out.
Yeah.
And that's that.
Yep.
And she talks a little bit about how, like, John basically could have, like, manipulated himself into getting paroled.
Sure.
I'm like, okay.
Yeah, well.
I'm not sure how that works.
I don't know, but back then it was completely different.
Who knows?
You know?
Exactly.
I mean, Jesus.
So then he's divorced.
Yeah. Well,
and he's just like...
I would hope so.
Yeah. He just, like, goes and he starts over in Chicago.
And he never sees his kids.
Really?
Yeah. He said that was the last contact he had with his kids.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Who am I thinking of who was like a great dad, but then also
that's
a killer?
I thought he was the dad. Oh, who's the one that gets choked by?
Oh, it's BTK. That's what I was
yeah.
thinking of.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, I know there's one of them that like their daughter was like, he was the best dad I've ever
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's pictures of her like riding on his back and everything.
That was BTK.
Okay. Yeah. So he never had any contact with him.
I mean, lucky kids.
So yeah, lucky kids, lucky mom.
Yeah. So here is where in Chicago is where he creates Pogo the Clown. And that is like...
They're so fucking scary. I don't understand. Like I saw his face and I was like, what the fuck am I looking at? Clowns were big back then though, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think so much now. Everybody hates clowns. Who likes clowns?
McDonald's?
Yeah, I guess so. Oh my god. And in that one picture when he's like smiling, how yellow were his teeth? I'm like,
so glad you pointed it out.
Oh my god.
You could look at him like it looks like a block of cheddar cheese.
It does. Like it was like highlighted yellow and I'm like, what is going on? Yeah.
Some makeup on the teeth?
Yeah.
Or what is that?
Yeah.
So he creates Pogo the Clown, and his niece is on here. His niece Sherry, who's Karen's daughter, it gets on the screen and she's talking a little bit about like who Pogo the Clown was and how he would come and perform. And like one of his first performances was at some St. Patrick's Day event in Chicago, and it was like a great time. And
he made a really good clown, she said.
Yeah. He was like a great entertainer.
And loved kids.
The face you're making right now.
Well, who wouldn't if you have to love kids if you want to be a clown? Yeah.
So then when their father dies, John buys a house with his mother. And Karen goes over to their house and she says, your house smells like shit.
Yeah.
It makes me want to throw up. Right. It is literally like what? It's making me nauseous. I'm going to vomit.
That I can't imagine.
So she says that it was very musty, like a really overwhelmingly musty, bad smell.
Yeah.
And John's like, oh, yeah, I like looked for it. And it's the crawl space under the house. When it rains, there's like a smell. Because like the house wasn't on a foundation. I was like, what? Yeah. And then she mentioned something how like later on, I didn't write it down, but she mentions how later on John says like, oh yeah, I should have cemented the crawl space. And she didn't understand what he meant.
Right.
But now she gets it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So then he starts a store. He opens a store. Right?
Well, no, so
Did I miss anything?
she just also says that she notices his personality changing every
Yeah.
time she visits him.
Yeah.
So he's more short-tempered, he's taking pills, he's glassy-eyed.
Yeah.
But that's because he's creating all these businesses. So he's like opening that store, he's doing an interior design thing.
Yeah.
And then he like starts a construction business where he has to do everything because he only hires young boys.
Underage kids. Yeah.
And she's like, why don't you hire adults? And he's like, because they cost more money. And they're also not young boys that I can prey upon. Just like, he's just kind of like the vibes are getting really weird with him, basically.
Yeah.
And then two of John's young workers go missing.
Mm-hmm.
And then she talks about how John has a police spotlight installed on his driver's side window or like, you know, mirror.
Yeah.
And when questioned about it, he makes up this excuse like, oh, yeah, it's because when I go to clients' houses, like I can't see the number
On the address.
on the address. And then she's like, oh, this is, thinking about it, it's like most people are at work during the day. So why would you need that?
Yeah.
And then does she say what he's actually using it for? Oh, yeah, because he was impersonating being a police officer.
Yes.
And so that's why he had it.
Yeah.
And I guess he also had like a fake badge.
Yeah.
I have to respond to this message real quick. Sorry. Did we finish that?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Well, because I said that he had it installed and he had like the fake badge.
Yeah.
So he was like pulling people over.
Yeah.
Which is terrifying.
It is terrifying. And you don't have to pull over if you're being pulled over. You can actually call 911 and tell them that you're being pulled over, and they can see if it's a real cop or not.
Yeah.
So,
but then also you run the risk of if you wait too long and it is a real cop that they think you're running from them.
Sure.
And then they pull, the whole police force comes.
Right. Well, I'm not saying to just
dogs.
keep going. Like,
and then they have dogs. And then they pull you out of the car and you're like a 60-something, 70-year-old grandma. It's happened to my mom.
Oh, shit. I'm laughing.
No.
Are you fucking kidding me?
It happened to my mom, yeah. They pull her out of the car and they take away her license because they say she's not competent enough to drive and now she has so much trauma that she won't drive anymore.
Why did they have dogs?
Better figure it out. Yeah. And then, like, the police kind of harassed her a little bit.
Yeah. Wow.
It was like a whole thing.
Oh.
And she had to go in front of a judge to get her license back to prove that she was not incompetent. And she was competent enough to drive. And she was getting pulled over on like a teeny tiny 2-lane road.
Yeah.
Where there's no shoulder.
Right.
And she's like, there's nowhere for me to stop.
Right.
So she stopped when she felt safe because that's the law.
Yeah.
And he thought she was running.
Yeah. No, that's not cool because I see that all the time. People pull over to the side of the road and I'm like, they're going 80 miles an hour and you're like 2 inches away. Like, why would you stop right there? Yeah. There's no fucking way.
Yeah.
I would be like, we're not going down that road. I will pull off the freeway and go sit in a fucking parking lot where we're safe.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to sit on the fucking highway on the side of the road.
Not. Absolutely not. For myself, for them.
Yeah.
And that's what she was thinking. She was like, I don't, like, it's not safe for them.
Right. You can get out. Yeah. There's no room for me. No room. Like, yeah, exactly.
It's not safe.
Right.
And he thought that he was being taken on a slow speed chase by a grandma.
Speed chase.
She was driving like 15 miles per hour.
Then you think like, oh, maybe they're just trying to get over. Like, my first thought wouldn't be like to go to, oh, we got to
the entire police force
for 15 miles an hour. Like, I think I'd wait for them to just come slowly to a stop. Seems excessive.
And she was like panicking because she already had some anxiety about it. She barely ever drove. It was like a whole thing. Wow. It was a whole thing.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Okay.
Back to this.
Yeah.
So, yes, you don't have to be pulled over.
No, you really don't. Especially if you have a phone call into 911, then they have that timestamp and everything, so.
You pick up your phone and start calling.
If you're scared, you can't, I think. If it's 911.
You can get a second ticket.
Well, fuck. I'll take the ticket.
Anyways. So then the last time Carrie and Sharon. I just merged them together. And anyways, Karen and Sherry saw John as a free man. Something about him had changed.
Yeah.
So it was Thanksgiving weekend.
Mm-hmm.
John's acting like time was running out. So he's not saying anything, but she's like, this is weird.
He's just acting antsy.
Yeah. So he's takes them shopping.
Yeah.
And he's just like putting everything on his credit card.
Yeah.
I'm like, honestly, baller move.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm paying that shit back.
That's what I thought too. I would totally do that.
Totally. I mean, you for sure. I probably wouldn't. But yeah. But I would go with you.
I would.
So he like pays with the card, and then she says that she would ask, like, how are things going? How's the business? And he's like, shut off. Yeah. He will not talk about anything. Yeah. That is not surface level.
And she's worried because she was like, I was noticing he was paying with a credit card with all this, not cash.
Yeah.
So like,
is business okay?
Yeah.
Are you
like,
struggling?
Why are you doing, yeah.
And then she says that John gives her like this really long hug goodbye. And normally it would be like, is that a kiss? But I'm like, I know, maybe a peck on the top of the head or the cheek or something. I hope if my brothers ever gave me a kiss anywhere, I would punch them in the throat. Like, leave me alone.
Avery tried to give her brothers a kiss before, and that didn't happen.
No,
it's not a thing in our house. The only time they're touching is if they're fighting.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, mine's that this close to each other on the couch, playing on tablets at the same time or devices at the same time. So they always sit right next to each other.
Really?
And then they fight. Yeah, they're so close to each other. I'm like, there's
your couch is huge.
Literally so many spaces you could sit. Also, you have your own rooms.
Yeah.
Like, you're not required to be glued together. You could go other places, but that's fine. So he gives her this long hug, and she's like, it just felt really weird.
Yeah.
Like, I just knew something was off.
So December 1978. John called Karen and said someone was at the door. The police wanted to talk to him because the boy went missing in the store that he worked.
Yes.
Or owned.
No, that he was like shopping at.
Oh, shopping at. Yeah.
He was at the drugstore.
Yeah.
And he makes up this excuse where like, oh, they're coming to talk to everyone who was at the drugstore.
Like everyone who was in there. Yeah. So, and then she gets a phone call and said John has been arrested on suspicion of murder. She asked if she could talk to John, and they let him speak to her. And Karen asked if he killed that person, and he said yes.
Yes. You're watching her. Like, we're watching her talk about this.
Yeah.
So she is breaking down even all these years later, right? This is 78. She's crying, and she tears up his mugshot. Yeah. Because she goes on this like tangent about how this was the most upsetting picture to her. Yeah. Because he's smiling.
He's smiling.
And she cannot understand
for murder.
How he could be smiling when he's being accused of murder. Yeah. And he's been arrested for murder. Yeah. And I was like, valid. Like that to me is very valid.
Yeah. For sure. So, I was going to say, each day got worse on the news. They said he was probably, I don't know if they said that was Karen didn't want to live anymore. So she took a bottle.
Goodbye. Okay. Goodbye. Your notes are terrible. Goodbye.
Okay, you did.
Karen didn't know the full scope of John's crimes. So at that point, she didn't know. So the family is learning everything at the same time as the media is reporting.
Yeah, because they're all over that.
So every time a new body is being uncovered underneath the house, day by day by day, she's learning about it too. Yeah. So she says that every day they turn on the news and each day got worse and worse. Yeah. Then they uncover, I have 27 written, but that feels wrong.
They uncovered 27
bodies under the house and 2 in a nearby river bank.
Not yet, I don't think. I have police search John's garage and found 3 bodies. And then they found 6 more. And then there was 15 altogether. And then there was 27. Okay. And then there were 2.
Okay. So I was
yeah, you okay. I didn't I looked at this and I was like, nope, that's not right. I have too many other numbers written down for that to be correct.
You just did every step.
I
I
did.
just went right to the end. So then Karen confronts John at trial and is like, you did this. You told me you did one.
Mm-hmm.
And he denies everything.
Denies it.
All of it.
Even
like,
though he's already admitted to it.
No,
one.
Wasn't me.
Yeah.
Didn't do it.
Yeah.
It was someone else.
Yeah.
It was some organization or something.
Yeah.
Like, I think he tries to use that again.
Yeah.
And then Karen says that she just found the focus on her family unbearable. So people are calling and writing them letters and like giving them death threats
to the kids.
They couldn't let them go to school. She and her spouses like couldn't go to work.
No, they had to stay home.
And so she describes it as the darkest time in her life.
Yeah.
And she tries to take her own life by taking a bottle of pills.
Yeah.
And Sherry, her daughter, who had a newborn baby at the time, goes down into the kitchen to make a bottle and finds her like over the sink with this bottle of pills and is trying to get her to like get rid of them.
Right.
Like throw them up.
Yeah.
And it's not working. So then they take her to the hospital and pump her stomach and she survives.
Yeah.
And Karen talks about how that was like the weakest, darkest time of her entire life. And that she feels a lot of shame about it because she didn't know what was going on with her brother, but also like she couldn't imagine leaving her kids without a mom. Like they would need a mom, they're also going through this with someone that they cared about too.
Yeah.
So
on March 12th, 1980, John was convicted of murdering 33 young men.
Oh, sorry. I just wanted to backtrack for a second.
Okay.
I really appreciated Karen's perspective here about like how the family isn't accountable oftentimes for the actions of one member. And like the scrutiny on the rest of the family is so damaging long term for them.
Yeah.
And it changes that whole family forever, like
forever. Yeah. I mean, everybody knows John Wayne Gacy. Not in a good way. Yeah. I mean, not only did he fuck his victims, like, that's horrible, and their parents and friends, and that's horrible, but, like, yeah, his sister's not a bad person.
Yeah. Like, if anything,
don't fucking say, I'm gonna kill your kid. Like, that's scary as fuck. She didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah. Aside from have a brother who did horrific things.
Yeah.
So I appreciated that. Like, I think that's where there's a lot of value from hearing from like his sister.
Yeah.
Where you get to really understand the impact it has on not just the victims. Like that is obviously very impactful. Yeah. But like the actions, the way that they're also affecting people that he seemingly really cared about.
Right.
Like it's like a level of selfishness.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
That is just wild. So
the next day, he was given 12 death sentences and 21 life sentences. I was like, we don't do that kind of thing anymore.
No.
No,
now it's like you get 15 years concurrent.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That was a fucking awesome.
And she says when Karen says that when this is announced, she expected it. She thinks it was just, and she thinks that for what he did, this is what he deserves.
Yeah.
And I was like, valid, girl.
Yeah.
So then on May 4th, May 9th, 1994.
Yeah.
It's my brother's birthday.
Is it?
May 9th, yes. Karen says her final goodbye to John.
Yeah.
Her and her family visit him for about an hour before the execution. And she says he's not going to talk about any of the crimes. He does not talk about any of that or the execution. He's talking about like his last meal and some other things, but he's like not focused on that. And then she walks over to like where they're going to do the execution. And there's all these people like dressed up like clowns and screaming like no tears for clowns, kill the clown, like
kill the clown,
you're a piece of shit, kill you, like just really. And she said like that was worse than like hearing that was worse than being with John. Sorry, that's gonna be loud. Than being with John.
Yeah.
Leading up to it. Like it was harder to experience that.
Because that's a lot. I mean, that's your family member. That's someone you grew up really close with.
Yeah.
For a long period of time.
Yeah.
And everybody hates him. And you're just standing there related to him.
Yeah.
Being abused as well. Like
it's gotta be so like such a terrible spot.
Yeah.
What else does she say?
12:58 a.m. his life.
No, what?
No, that's it.
Oh, well, and then they come on in the press conference and they talk about what his final words were.
Oh, like
whoever that guy.
Yeah.
And his final words are basically like, Karen says she's never seen this.
Yeah.
And so his final words were essentially like, killing me is not going to bring them back.
Yeah.
And like, you're not going to feel good because you've murdered, like, because I'm dead.
Right. It has nothing to do with me.
Which is like, bruh.
Yeah.
Read the room.
Yeah.
Read the room. But she watches this and she gets emotional watching it. And she's like, I can't believe that this was the last thing he thought about.
Yeah.
And said. And like, I would have wished that his last words would have mentioned the victims and their families and the impact that he made on so many people's lives.
Yeah.
And she was like, she said she felt like disappointed.
Yeah.
That those were his last words.
It's pretty bad.
It's terrible. Terrible. I know, like you said, I know we've done this one before, but I really appreciated hearing her perspective.
I did too. And like actually watching it, not just like listening to it, you know, like on a podcast, like watching her emotions go through it. Because you're like, she's really going through it. Like,
yeah, like she's living it again.
Yeah. And like, that's hard.
Yeah.
So that was, it's beneficial to me to watch it. Because then I like got more actively watch it and be a little bit more understanding to his family.
Yeah.
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 Except his dad.
Yeah, except his dad. All right. Bye.